Hi everyone. So at this point in the day, you've probably looked a little bit into the 101 course because that one was set up first. And hopefully you watched the video. If you haven't watched the video in the announcement yet, be sure to watch that video that I made specifically for y'all. It goes over some of the things about the classroom in 101 that are going to be true here as well. So English 011 is a class that is here to help you work on some of the skills that we're going to be using over in 101 as well. So it's here to kind of reinforce and help with the skills that are happening in 101. It happens simultaneously, but a lot of the things that we're going to be working on in 011 are going to be things that can transfer over to what you're doing in 101, or can directly help you out with things that you're going to be working on in 101. So the setup of the course is a lot the same. You're going to have announcements here that give you a snapshot of what's going to be happening each week. There's also the link to our Zoom, which I have included another survey in this class asking you for some specific times where I could be available for office hours for you. Since we don't actually meet or have a specified Zoom time, what I'm going to do is establish some office hours where I will be on Zoom at that time during those hours every week so that you can check in with me. Over here is the calendar. So this is the same kind of format as 101. You can expect the announcements to tell you what you need to do and resources and links and things like that. And you can expect the calendar to give you this constant reminder of all of the things that you need to get done. So you can see the assignments are listed here. If you want to see them all, you can click on the calendar. Then anytime there's a little blue dot, you click. It'll always be due at 11:59, but you can click on it and see what exactly you have to do for each of these upcoming dates. So the basic setup is the same as 101, as is the late policy, as is the submission policy. So you're going to submit everything online. Everything needs to be in within those 7 days. After 7 days, it is a 0. Before the 7 days are up, you'll get a grade with 10% off of that grade. So that's the basic policy. Same deal as what I said in the other video. The reason I made this separate video is because I just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things in the class that might be helpful, particularly the things that I want you to do first to kind of get into the course. So the survey that I would like you to take, I'm going to link in this first announcement where I'm also going to post this video. You can see that what we have is a survey. The purpose behind this survey is to just get a feel for, how you're feeling about Zoom, how you're feeling about your technology, how you're feeling about online instruction, if there's anything you want me to know about, particular concerns you have. Maybe you've taken this class before and you found it overwhelming and you're taking it again and you want me to know that, or maybe you want to tell me that English isn't your favorite subject and that's fine. Or if you know that your learning style is, more auditory and you want to know if I'll be recording Zoom, I will be. In my other courses, but for this class, since we only have office hours only, I can, if you let me know, like I really don't retain things unless I have them, unless I can hear them again, then you can maybe let me know that here and together we could work it out. So for instance, if you ever came on Zoom and had specific questions, you could remind me to record and I could record our one-on-one Zoom sessions when you come to office hours. Stuff like that, just little things that you want me to know. If something's going on, like you're in the middle of a move right now, anything you want to tell me. If I were answering these questions, for instance, I would probably let you know that I'm a type 1 diabetic. So sometimes if I'm drinking Kool-Aid, that's why. If I just don't have like a fondness for Kool-Aid jammers, I have an actual reason. Just like weird little things like that. Or if you're like, there's always this weird noise that happens in my house, don't worry about it. whatever you want to tell me, this is your chance. None of this is graded. If you don't have anything to say and you're like, no, or you don't want to tell me something, that's fine. You don't have to. This is just a chance for you to let me know a little bit about what's going on with you. And one of the reasons that I think that this is important is because in this class, it is really easy to kind of fall behind when you're doing the online only, because you do have to be really disciplined to get everything done in time. And I think one of the best ways to like mitigate any worries about that is to have a connection with your teacher. So one of the best ways to establish that is making sure that we have good communication, making sure that I hear from you in the first weeks, that I know that you're out there. So you're not coming to me in week 3 and saying, well, I got a little confused about how to work the course, so I just didn't do anything. Because that can be stressful if you're falling that far behind and you're trying to make up 3 weeks of work. So one of the reasons I ask these questions is just get a feel for you and how you're kind of thinking about the class, and to also establish a connection so you know that I'm here. I'm out here, I'm answering my emails, I am on Zoom waiting for your questions. So that's what this survey is a little bit about. And that's sort of the same premise for this discussion board, which I have over here. And so this is a getting to know you. I included different questions because you're going to be answering questions on 101 as well. So just, go ahead and answer the questions, and you can see that I did already. So you can respond to me, you can respond to your peers if you want, you don't have to. This is just a chance for us to get to know each other. Because we're online only, we're not really going to get a whole lot of opportunities otherwise. So this is a nice way of interacting, kind of seeing who else is out there. It's nice also, I would like if everybody posted so you can see who else is in your class. You might say, oh, hey, I know her, I know him, I've met them before. And that might be kind of nice for you if you want to check in with somebody and say, hey, have you done this thing yet? I have a question. Or, oh, I missed this thing. Where's that posted? It might be nice to also have a peer out there. So just a little bit of an explanation of why I want you to do these things and what these things are. If you've started looking at the course already, you'll see that there are some things, particularly like here in week 1. The first thing about this progress checkpoint that's going to be due on January 30th, it does say things like your instructor will assign option 1, option 2, or option 3. And you might think, well, how am I supposed to know? Don't worry, I haven't done it yet. I am moving through things kind of as a whole, trying to figure out what we're going to read in 101 for the whole semester and focusing on the readings there. And then I'm trying to figure out from there what would be the best options for some of these places where we have options. I know that some of the progress checkpoints further on, I think, allow you to either create a video or to do a journal entry. And so some of that I might actually ask your opinion about what you'd rather do, or if you'd like a combination of things. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm selecting and how much input I want to take and that kind of thing. If it says your instructor will assign something and I haven't done it yet, I will. And the place that I'm going to be doing that is here in the announcements. So anytime I post an announcement, it's going to tell you, it's going to give very clear directions about what I want you to do, some resources that you might want to look at to help you do that, and any of the specifics about here's the reading that we're focusing on, here's the option that we chose. That information is going to be here in this snapshot of an announcement, because the announcement you'll get every week. I will post an announcement kind of going over the whole week and what's coming. And in that announcement, I'll make sure that all of the specifics and details that you need are right there. So right now I'm still kind of going through and making some decisions. So if you see something that you're like, wait, what is that? Feel free to email me. Because that's also a good way for me to be like, oh yeah, I need to get on that. But you can also assume that the information about what you're going to be doing, if it's a particular reading or a particular assignment, the one that I want is going to be the specific details that you need is going to be posted in the announcements, in the weekly announcements right here on the homepage. So that's just a little heads up about class, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you all this week.